Hello everyone. Sorry I am late. I mentioned to you guys though that I would be up to an hour and a half late. I'm here now. I'm wearing my hoodie. One, probably because I'm sick, but two, my office is freezing. It is 23 degrees and I'm freezing up here. I don't know why. I'll start the YouTube stream. So, sorry if I cough a lot into the mic or sniffle a lot. Cool hoodie. Oh, I know, it's just the classic, varsity hoodie. I feel like everyone's getting sick nowadays. I mean, it's probably accurate. It's, cold season. Must be 23 degrees Celsius is cold. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just my office. Like, 22 or 23 degrees on the first floor feels fine. I'm sitting down there, I'm like, oh, I'm nice and like warm, not too hot, not too cold. And then when it's 23 up here, I'm like, I am freezing cold, and it has to be like 25 degrees to feel the same. If you're wearing leggings or twinning, I cannot comment on what's below the table. Your office is a huge space to heat, but that shouldn't matter because it's more about like why does it feel different? Because also the first floor is also like a large open space, but yet for some reason 22 or 23 down there feels different than 23 up here. I have an idea for my tweet. Okay, I tweeted that I'm live. Now we queue. How's ranked been going? It hasn't been going. We haven't played ranked in a while. It's been awful. I didn't think about the furniture impacting it. Sharpie, would furniture impact how warm a room feels? I'm looking it up. Does furniture impact how warm a room or room temperature feels, I guess? That's because it blocks airflow and absorbs
dicks, bro.
like the radiating heat. You need a couch. Thank you for 10 months panic, sweater weather, yeah. It is. How cold is it today? It is 13 degrees out. Oh my god. Craig, does that mean I have an excuse to just buy endless amounts of furniture for my top floor? Electric heating is also dangerous. There's been research on it. Why do I feel like you said that with a tinfoil hat? The most unenthusiastic woo I've ever heard. I haven't heard the text to speech in years because I disabled it for my end because I always hated listening to it. But then the issue is that I always talk over it, which is not good either. You're left out with these ads. Well, if you sub, you know. Okay. Sorry, I just had to respond to a message. I'm on YouTube chat. I'm in office today. Tell Twitch fam hi. Cluster says hi from YouTube chat. Twitch chat. Although they can't see you saying hi back, so you could say anything, and I could just tell him anything I want. Can I redeem, get an emote? Can we name it chat and use this emote from 7TV? Bro's making me fucking do work on a work day. 7TV, what is it? I don't even know how to look up these emotes. Peepo tinfoil. Sharpie, you can add it, right? I don't know how to add emotes and give them custom names. Where'd I get the hoodie? Hot Topic. No, I think there's still actually a few hoodies left. I haven't checked since, like, last week. Chat, if you guys like the hoodie, you can still get it, I think. Let's see. Small sold out, medium sold out. Large to double XL is available. Triple XL is sold out. Watched a reel where you explained how the new rank system works within an MMR and stuff, so I've been playing for a bit in this season. I reached plan to get around 27, I believe, per win, but I never was that good and also didn't reach plan in a long time. Why do I still get so much RP even though I now lose most of my games at Plat 3? I play in console. I normally play ranked for fun. I think I understood your reel, but why am I getting so much? So the system just decides what you are based off of like whatever stats they have. So even if you've never reached plat before, it might be like, well, he's doing pretty well, so we're going to put him in plat. You're all at the whim of the system. There is no control over it. So even though you've never reached that rank before, the hidden MMR system might just put you there because it thinks that's where you belong. I'm waiting for it to get a little colder before I wear the hoodie more. It's 13 degrees here today, Ben. It is awful. And I'm sick. But okay, my cold is really weird. Normally when I have a cold, like my throat hurts, I feel tired, I get like headaches. This cold that I have right now, I don't feel anything other than I have congestion, and that's it. I just have the congestion and like, oh, it's congestion with runny nose. I'm like, so am I fine? I don't know. Quite erically. I don't know what that means. It is not so difficult to program what a system analyzes the shot through bullet trajectory to find out who uses recoil cheats or macros. So I assume what you're talking about is you're asking, isn't it pretty easy for the system to determine if someone's using a recoil macro to ban them? Because I assume you're talking about my most recent video, which was about recoil cheats. I think it's not as easy as people think it is. One second, I gotta disable some HUD stuff. Because some people could just have really good recoil control. Like imagine Spoit getting banned because his recoil control is too good. Or even on controllers specifically, because controllers are easier to control recoil. And there have been a lot of like false reports over some top ranked controller players having recoil macros when they don't. I thought that would be an angle, but yeah. It's not as easy as people imagine. Also, Craig redeemed to the thing. Yeah, Craig, we can just give you one. We can add a bunch of emotes whenever we want. So if you actually want one named after you, let Sharpie know. You had a slave fever yesterday. It lasted half the day. See, the thing is, I don't have like a fever or anything like that. It is literally...
He's literally upstairs, inside. Oh. Ash is upstairs, inside. Main stairs, main stairs.
Fuck. It is literally just sniffles, and that's it.
She might have went back down, but she was right there, like off castle.
Fuck. I'm too distracted by chat. I'm also distracted by my... Why did my zombie not go down properly? Maybe that little metal bar in the way? Okay, anyways. Focusing on chat. Yeah. My cold has just been annoying. I think it'll be fine. I think I'll get over in like a day or two, but... Oh. It is just rough. Lame. Oh. Oh, also, I guess the other thing it affected me with, bro, sleeping last night, it felt like every 10 minutes, it felt like I was waking up and turning around. It was awful. Sleeping with a cold is terrible. Check Twitter DMs. Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? Do I even get alerts for Twitter DMs? Oh, I do. What did you send me? Oh, I assume I know what this is gonna be. Oh. Gertania, I'll love you forever if you can send me your replay file of that. I would love to put that on Hacker Replay next week, because that one cheat that you just sent me was one of like the first Hacker Replays I did that was super popular because people found that cheat so interesting. I'm surprised it's back. Alright, thank you, man. Okay. Let me focus up and actually try to do something instead of just literally staring into the abyss as a zombie. I don't really know what I actually want to do for this site, because this site is pretty rough to hold. Oh, this is not... I think there's a hole in that. Hold up. Hold up, chat? Am I cooking? I can't wait to get fucking one-tapped through this.
One sounds like it's on hatch.
Bro.
He's on the hatch.
In.
Joining up top. Top east. Fuse. Two of them. One armory, one top east. No more cam.
Damn, I'm not even gonna push this. Double damn. So YouTube chat is better than Twitch chat anyways? I don't know, Twitch has that culture, you know? I'll be in the trenches? What are you completing, just all the redemptions? Isn't there a button that just completes all of them in one go? Thanks for the prime from Thunderlips. Found you 10 YouTube channels promoting cheats, 3.1 million subs total. Does this include the one that you claimed yesterday had, what was it, 800,000 subs or 700,000 subs? I haven't really been paying attention. Someone in chat said that shot was crazy, and then someone just said he's the guy from Wanted. What happened? YouTube chat is the equivalent of those rich white gated neighborhoods. Is it? No, when you're ready for a sauce. After this match, tell me what the biggest channel is, and I'll go see how accurate this is. Watch it actually be like Spoit's second channel. Yep, repping the hoodie. I think the merch command is still working, Panic. But not the hoodie command. Okay. I need to stop being distracted. What is this reinforcement? How are we supposed to hold this? Hmm. Hmm. 1 second, chat. I'm trying to cook. I didn't even know there was a fire extinguisher there.
It's not a hedge.
He's on the hatch? Oh, they double swung me. I didn't realize Twitch was there. Wait, he said she was on the hatch.
Come on, you're bulletproof.
Or did he say not the hatch?
Well,
Oh, what? No, hatch isn't even open. I'm so confused about what my teammate called
him, I
out.
think. Good shit.
Hmm. Try user tracker network to check my stats. It only shows games from last month. Hmm. I haven't really had that issue. I don't know, mine still works, but it just doesn't show the live match. Oh, he said that's not a headshot. Oh, I thought he said that's not hatch, and I was like, oh, so he's not hatch? But then I was like, or maybe he is hatch and he's confused, but I don't know. I did not hear headshot. Also did absolutely nothing with the zombie for 3 rounds in a row. And of course, I wanted to play Fuse, and someone else takes him. That is crazy. Fuse of all operators. Hmm. I'm leaving you all for tacos. Take care, Panic. Which, speaking of subs, by the way, thanks for the prime from Thunder Lips, and it is I, Alex. Thank you, thank you. And then did I did thank you, Panic, right? Yeah, because I said sweater weather. Yeah. But for the hoodie today, I'm hoping that it gives me the properties of healing, and I just fucking get over this cold ASAP. So I'm supposed to be leaving this weekend for a golf weekend, and I don't want to be sick. Well, thank you for the raid from Magic. Do I even have an alert for that? I always ask, but I never remember the answer. Because I feel like I disabled raid stuff a while ago, and I can never remember if I turned it back on or not. I see it in chat, but I don't remember if there's like a notification pop-up or anything. Okay, let me
It's all good. One's on bomb right here. It's on me. Yo, top stairs right here. It's on me swinging you right here. Nope, ran back. Swinging you.
Oh my god, she just fucking fried me. Wait. So there's on. Oh, that was the cap can on top of the stairs. I'm confused by his call out.
I have a good drone if you want to see.
I thought she was swinging the stairs, but she just swung
Fuse,
me.
if you want to check it first.
I'm also just getting absolutely fried in every single round.
He's pushing you. Cade's on this corner. Cade's pushing you. Fountain, right here. Can't ping you.
I don't have an
He's up,
alert?
though.
Oh. I remember I just disabled it a long time ago because I know there was, for a while, an annoying thing that people did where they would just spam raids non-stop, so I just disabled it. Just a warm-up game. I feel, bro, I'm doing literally nothing. I'm just getting fried. I swear I didn't even see the Azami, which might be true, because I did see I had packet loss at the bottom when she swung me, but I feel like... See, I'm not complaining, but he just walked in there and killed 2 of them. I know Kaid was blind, but Azami wasn't. And then when I try to push in, I just got fucking insta-fried. We're not facing the same people. You can make it so raid has a minimum number. I don't think that was a thing back then. Again, this is something that I think I did like years ago. So I don't think I don't think I've changed it since. Let's see. The fuck? Oh. I'm confused by what I'm seeing versus what you sent me. Also, from the looks of it, okay, you can't really count some of these. So the biggest channel I see right now with siege cheats was obviously a sold channel or stolen channel. Thank you. I don't know if you can really count that, because if they just steal a channel or buy a channel and then start uploading cheats, it's not like they actually have a lot of subs. They just are paid for accounts. I'll still pass it off, but I don't think this is as much of a thing as maybe you're making out to be. And then I'll look at another account you said. I feel like I am seeing completely different accounts than what you are. Oh, here's another one. Okay, I've sent that off, but I doubt much will come of it. 6-second ad from Star. The boxes look like they were added in after the fact. They're so slow to react. I didn't watch any of the videos, but it wouldn't surprise me if they also are like faking some of it, but who knows. Okay, chat. Can I get a kill? That's a real question. What will heal me more? Apple? Or Varsity Hoodie? Or getting a kill in Siege? I have an idea. I'm restricted. What do you mean by that, Sam? You mean your movement's going to be restricted because you're wearing a hoodie? Thanks for 100 bits from Ascension. Sub per kill and assist this game. That'll heal for sure. Alright, chat. Everyone heard him. 1 sub for every kill and assist. That means all 300 of you have to gift a sub per kill. Deal? Oh. Oh. You know what? I've changed my entire mind on everything I'm doing. First, let's go 0 and 4. It wouldn't surprise me. I rush.
Look, I drop in.
Yeah.
He's so low, Doc. He's so low. Fuck. Behind. He's on 2 ping, 5 ping. Top dragon. Ow.
Hear him in here still. Oh, he pushed up. Ace, you gotta push in and do something. please. Oh, he could plant. Nomad's gotta help though. What is Nomad doing? Is Nomad? I think Nomad's a console player. There's no way they're not. They look so lost.
I just love decks, bro.
Thank you for 2 gifted subs, Ascension. I think it could have been more if Ace just pushed in and planted instead of holding an angle for a little too long. Bateman 657. I think they for sure are a console player. Because they looked very lost and slow. Platinum? Okay, I know that I expect a lot because I play in way too high of a rank. But he did not look like a plat player. He looked like a silver to me. Is it normal for Ubisoft support to ignore bot renown farming reports and just close the case? Probably. I've just seen a lot of people complain that they report people and no one ever gets banned, so it's just happening a lot. Little pro on the account. Also, chat, if I plan to play Battlefield on Friday, I might do Hacker Replay tomorrow.
Oh, on second floor over here.
Or I could do it Sunday. Or not Sunday, Monday. But Monday I'm also planning on playing Battlefield. Did I say Battlefield 4? Battlefield 6? So I'm torn on whether I do Hacker Replay soon or later. Oh. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen this C4 lineup. I also don't... actually, I guess it makes sense that it kind of killed me. I feel like since it was on the door, it should have exploded out. And it shouldn't have killed me, but I kind of get why it did. Not going to trip anymore? When did I say that? Jack, are you just making shit up again? He hears him. Oh. Oh! That's tough. So you're leaving on the 10th? Yeah. Jack, I'm going to blow your mind with something, okay? I want you to brace yourself. Lock in. Okay? You can leave later in the day. I know. kind of crazy. You can do stuff during the day and then leave in the evening. What do you mean? I know. It's an out there concept. You can, but I would be anxious to game/work before, but that's just me. I mean, I'm driving somewhere and it's like an hour and a half away. I feel like there's nothing to be anxious about. But then again, after our conversation with Priest yesterday, we learned all the forms that anxiety can take. I mentioned my conversation with Priest yesterday to my family, and my sister, who was incredibly anxious about everything, was like, he has anxiety. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. That's basically visiting a neighbor. Where the fuck is an hour and a half drive visiting a neighbor? I thought Europeans hated driving, and that more than an hour feels like eternity. I also should have changed my spawn.
It sounds like he's right on, like this corner by stairs.
Bruh. Maybe I'll just go with the team over here.
Calling.
Team is not coordinating here. Oh, there's like 3 people over here, bro. I'm just gonna commit. Or my team's just gonna let him cross right in front. I should have looked. It was the fucking console player. I should not have trusted him to hold the cross.
I just love dicks, bro.
Thank you for 2 more gifted subs, Ascension. Can my team hold down 1 round without letting people walk in front and not die? We'll find out. Only good for 2 around. I'm sorry that I assumed my teammate who was holding cash would hold cash. I don't understand how he's plat. I'm not trying to be an elitist, but like, I feel like he's like a bronze silver player. One second, I'm just reading a message I got. How many times have I hit champ? 25? Yep, 25. Chat, don't question it. More packs and one just end. Yeah, Trace, I thought it was over, but apparently there's a new week of alpha pack drops. And it goes until Sunday, I believe. But tomorrow should be the last Siege stream until next week. That'll at least be the plan. Bro does not have a care in the world. Oh, he's dead. I heard that behind me. I knew it.
On yellow.
Oh, I whiffed. Oh, that's all reinforced. He just proned. I honestly thought that it was going to destroy both the zombies, but didn't. Okay, that was at least a round. 3 kills. Or no. Only 2 kills. I assisted Dokkaebi. And then I killed Nomad. Didn't I kill someone before that? I did nothing. I thought I got 3 kills and an assist.
Handicapped this fucking freak.
Jeez. Oops, not Moosey. Scoreboard. Yeah, I'm 6, 3, and 1. What are we snacking on? Apples and sandwiches. By the way, thank you for the 2 years from Avatar Man. Thank you, thank you. Can you put in a zombie in an unused Scopos? No. When you throw it on the shield, it just sits there and doesn't actually expand.
Oh, baby, a
The 4 gifted Ascension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, either this round, I'm gonna absolutely eat up, or I'm gonna be fucking fried. I'm going for a spawn peek, boys. They said it couldn't be done. More healthy than the KFC I had. Annie and I would get chicken from a place called Church's Chicken, and she says she doesn't like it because apparently it's so greasy it makes her just super sleepy, and eating it doesn't feel good for her. And I'm like, man, I love it. The grease, I call that kill. I call that kill. I think I missed trying to get someone on the spawn peak every single time. They got the camera. I hate greasy foods. Greasy foods are so good, though. Oh, if they'd let me have a zombie, I could have done the one-way angle.
He's one fucking health. I have a drone upstairs if they're still up there. Bomb's still there. Bomb's on 5 ping. One's right on it.
Oh, what?
Oh,
What am
never
I
mind.
looking
I
at?
didn't realize you were there.
Bro,
You can play the bomb. Just play the bomb.
I don't think I could see any of her, could I? She saw me clear as day.
He's droning it now.
Both doing the worm. Didn't see a thing. Okay, I was gonna say. I swear I didn't see her at all.
Top. Going for bomb now. He's right on it.
Probably shouldn't red ping, but I wanted him
Coming
to panic.
yellow.
And it worked. It was all me, chat. Oh, he's back. They're cheating because it's impossible to beat you. Okay, they're game addict. Maybe we'll try spawn peeking again.
Let's open this bitch up.
I wonder if this will get flagged. Me to your maternal figure. It didn't get flagged. Guys, we're circumventing the system. Make an ASMR eating channel? Ugh, I would hate to even think about editing that. Oh, and Steven, I forgot to respond to your message about doing the hacker replay where I just try to see how many cheaters I can watch in an hour or whatever, all the Blaine ones. I'll probably do that the week after. Because this week, if Gert sends me that file, we have a very interesting cheat to see. Yeah, I can't handle complex words that can't be found on Reddit. True. We gotta outsmart. We gotta be smarter than Reddit, which isn't hard. I don't like that I'm on severe packet loss again. Just went to the roof. Call your ISP. If it actually was my ISP, I'd be concerned, but it is just Siege. Imagine we live in a world where the Siege servers are actually good. Ooh.
Callie's in by Dragon. It's all open, don't peek it. Pushing
Oh,
up. Top yellow.
he literally opened up every single wall. That would have been nice to know before I swung. But I guess to be fair, he did say, I'm gonna open this bitch up. I just didn't think that meant off-site walls. He'd say, don't peek. He said as I was dead.
On that.
Did Ubisoft say, by any chance, if they have server issues? They haven't said anything official, but I mean, we've been knowing about their server issues for a while now. Basically, anytime they update the game, a new server issue pops up. And we're getting their drops progress from the stream. Our drops bugging out. When I go to my own channel, oh, I have the drops enabled tag, but I don't see the alpha pack message pop up. But I also don't remember if I normally see that anyways on my channel or not. Let me go watch someone who's not co-streaming the event. Let's go Skittles. It says he has drops as well, but I'm not getting progress on his stream either. I am going to go look at something though, because I just went to his stream and I saw that. Okay. Does this show? Ooh, does. Okay, I'm not going to show that then. But okay. So, chat. One thing I can talk about now is that the reason I was late to stream today is because I was in a meeting with Ubisoft about Siege, and they just posted basically a lot that was talked about in the meeting. So, with this whole Save Siege movement, with content creators threatening to leave the game, Ubisoft was like, we need to do something. And so they had a meeting with us, and they talked about a lot of different stuff. Not really too much to say other than what's in this post right here. I can't say I'm like crazy hyped or anything has changed. It just feels like a lot of the same, but we'll go over what they said. I'm on the verge of sneezing. Okay, we're good. So, first thing they're going to talk about, anti-cheat. We recognize that there's been a surge of cheaters and cheat makers, actually rather, since the free access launch. We'll be investigating investing more resources into Shield Guard and targeting high-profile cheat makers through advancements in cheat detection. So here's my concern. Oh, people just got ads. Unfortunate timing. So my concern is that they say they're investing more resources into Shield Guard. We've heard that before and nothing has changed. Literally every single time they talk about shield guard. They talk about anti-cheat. They're like, we have so many good things planned. They even told me some of the stuff they had planned, and none of it has come to fruition. And every time we talk about this, they're always like, we're working on it. We're working on it. I understand they can't say too much because the more they say, the more cheat makers can use it against them. But it's just like, when are we actually going to get something substantial? When they say investing more resources, I also assume this means hiring more anti-cheat developers. And the reason I say this is because today, while we were talking about anti-cheat in the meeting, I looked up and I saw that Ubisoft has right now a job posting for the anti-cheat team lead, which makes me wonder one of two things. So one, Adrian, who was in charge of the team, has either left, which means that there's now a spot open, or two, he now changed roles and now they're hiring someone to replace him. But either way, when the anti-cheat team lead position is vacant, that is concerning for me. Anyways, moving on. For balancing, we've heard the updates can feel like all nerfs, no buffs, so we're changing up our approach when unexpected metas form and we'll prioritize a fun experience. This I can say a little bit more about. So they talked about it in the meeting, and as far as they've said to us, we are allowed to talk about everything in the meeting except for like one or two things. And the next season update will have a lot more balancing. It'll have buffs, nerfs, it'll have a lot of everything. So there will be a lot more to do next season. But I feel like that's a bit too little too late. They did mention, I can't remember specifics of what they said, but they did mention they will be doing some changes for the mid-season, like the full mid-season patch. Because we already had 2 patches, both of them nerfed Denari, and then now they're going to do another patch where they're going to do a few more changes. But I don't think it's much. I think it's like 1 or 2. So like, it's cool that they're working on nerfs, buffs, everything for the next season, but like, that's 2 months away. And we gotta fucking just endure this for 2 more months where nothing's going to change. So yeah, it is rough. I'm happy that they're looking to actually bump up the numbers of buffs and nerfs and just overall balancing to make it feel like there's more things to play. But I think they're still acting too slow. If it were me, if I were in charge of Ubisoft or of Vantage Studios and I was in charge of Siege, I would have pushed for a large balancing change in the mid-October patch. I would have been like, minimum, we're doing like 5 or 6 buffs. And just, I don't care if it changes the meta. I don't care how it affects Pro League. Just fucking throw out a bunch of buffs because we need something. But instead, they're still waiting. And it's the classic Ubisoft of just, oh, like, just wait and see. Like, oh, it's coming soon. And it's like, how long are people willing to wait and wait and wait for all the stuff that keeps coming soon? We need it now. For Ranked 2.0 hasn't hit the mark yet, so we're actively developing what we call Ranked Overhaul. In other words, they don't want to call it Ranked 3.0 because that would be admitting defeat that Ranked 2.0 was bad. We've already started consulting players, and workshops will take place during the Munich Majors. We are frying it for the first half of year 11. Again, they didn't say that we can't talk about this, so the small things that they've told me is that they're readjusting how matchmaking works. So it's not just your hidden MMR. There will be a few other factors, like your visible rank as well as like the size of your squad. So like 5 stacks will be more likely to face 5 stacks. If you're a hidden MMR champ like me, but you're currently in silver, you'll be more likely to face low visible rank players who are also champ, which makes a bit more sense because having someone who's in silver, champ hidden MMR, facing champs in champ hidden MMR isn't fair because they care a lot more and they're doing a lot more. I don't care as much, and it's just an unfair experience. And then for new content, going forward, we're adjusting our approach to bring each season to life with meteor launches and mid-season updates that truly refresh the core 5v5 experience and keep the meta evolving. So they're saying that moving forward, bigger updates, more substantial updates so we actually feel like stuff is happening. But here's my concern and here's my issue. Again, too little, too late. If they want this to actually have an impact, they need to do it right now. The next update that comes out in 2 weeks or 1 week or whenever it is, they need to do this now. I don't care about the issues that could cause. You need to do it now. Because it's with Siege and the dev team, it's all about it's coming soon. It's coming soon. Bro, we already lost 50% of the players that we gained from Siege X, or not even the ones that we gained, we lost 50% of the players we had overall after Siege X launched. We went from a 90,000, or it was like 99,000 average player base to 7K. That is terrible. And for Siege X, which is supposed to be the big thing that brought everyone back, to have everyone just leave so quickly after, and like even creators now are like, oh, I'm going to leave, I'm going to go play Battlefield, oh, I'm going to go play Arc Raiders, oh, I'm going to go play Tarkov. Like, if creators don't even want to stay, why are people going to stay waiting for an update that comes out in like 6 months, 9 months? Let alone even for next season update, it's 2 months away. How many people are going to wait for 2 months so that the game that they want to play is fun again? Not many. Can we switch from free to play to paid? They'll never go back on that. So they have a whole blog post, but I don't think it really says much more than what we have here. Actually, it does. So the more specifics for anti-cheat, their next steps are going to target high-profile cheat makers and the use of single notorious cheat products through advancements in cheat detection. So basically just trying to shut down the big guys. They want to disrupt marketplace exploits and issue permanent bans to players using these exploits. I don't know what that means, but sure. In patch 3.3, they'll be reverting Denari's nerf. We reacted a little too quickly on tuning him based on what we saw on the test server. Additionally, the Glaive 12 will be buffed. So, as far as I'm aware, those are the only two things coming in patch 3.3, which is, it's cool that they're buffs, but like, that is not enough stuff. That's supposed to be apparently the full mid-season patch, even though we already got a mid-season patch with balancing changes. The full mid-season patch is going to be 2 buffs, and one of them is just a reverting of a nerf. It's not even a buff, it's just going back on it. So, actually, here, they don't say, is this year 10 season 4 or is this patch 3.3? They say Solus will be getting her impact grenades back to make her more fun to play. But I can't tell if that's from year 10 season 4 or patch 3.3. So maybe a third buff, but even then, 3 buffs, technically only 2 buffs in a mid-season patch is not enough. That is so little. And then for year 10 season 4, they confirm Thermite, Hibana, and Maverick will all be receiving buffs so that Ace has more competition. And then they'll also get the testing grounds, which is cool, but we'll see what they actually end up doing with it, because unless they do some crazy stuff, people aren't really going to care. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, and then... Okay, so here they actually announce the things that I said before. You'll be queuing against rank and squad sizes. And then even, this so pissed me off. We aim to have ranked overhaul live in the first half of year 11. So it's not even promised that ranked overhaul is coming into year 11. Is like, it's just like, it might be there. Like, I understand that devs are people, they need time, they need a work-life balance and stuff, but like, Ubisoft as a whole is a 20,000 person company. Siege, from the last I heard, has 1,000 developers on it, or like people working on Siege as a whole. How is it going to take them 4 years to fix ranked? And even then, it's not promised, because Rank 2.0 came out in year 7, season 4. We're about to go into year 11, and they're hoping that they'll have something for then. 4 years to fix something that they broke is just so unacceptable. And what upsets me is that if we go back to like Denari, them reverting the nerf, and then with Rank 2.0, they're like slightly going to revert some stuff. This isn't even new stuff. This is just them going back. on stuff that they already said. That is not content. That is not great for us because it's just like, okay, cool. Our updates are just you're going back to what it was before. That's not new. That's not interesting. That's just now we're back to where we were. We need more stuff. I'm pissed. What also upsets me is that they're trying to push all this stuff for year 10 season 4, and yet for the last 3 seasons we've had nothing. Even the Siege X season was like, cool, Siege X happened, it's now 2 weeks in and we're out of ideas. So it's like, if they had all this stuff, why did they not push it out sooner? And why do they take so fucking long to push anything out? This goes back to that one YouTube video that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen where with Siege, it's nerf or nothing. They only nerf stuff. And then, like, their only buffs are just reverting stuff. Like, just give us something. I don't even think the Siege community is asking for a whole lot. We very rarely, like, actually, I don't say we as an overall, because there's a lot of people who make very unreasonable demands and stuff. But I think as a whole, for the most part, we don't ask for a crazy amount. Sure, there's people who are like, just fix cheating, just fix it. And they don't know what they're talking about. But, like, just asking for more content is not that hard. Like, it's so easy for them to do, and they just don't want to do it. Or they do, but they're taking so long to do it. Just give us more. Battlefield 6 is about to be collecting big Siege streamers like Infinity Stones. It feels like it. Like, I hate to be so negative about Siege all the time. Like, I genuinely want to be more positive about it, but when this is the state of the game, and even when they say they're listening, it still feels like they're not listening. It is not good. And I'll be honest, in that call, I told them this. I said to them, I was like, now that content creators are finally threatening to leave, it feels like they're finally like, okay, we'll listen. But it's like, we have been complaining about this for years, and every single time, all they ever say is just, we're working on it. I don't want to hear we're working on it. I want to see results. I want to see them actually care. And maybe this is a bold claim to say, but I feel like if they actually cared, we'd get a lot more stuff with this mid-season patch rather than just 2 buffs, maybe. Feels awful. And I understand now why a lot of creators want to move to Battlefield. I don't think Battlefield 6 is going to be like a long-term solution for Siege creators. I think after like a month or two, content will kind of run dry in that, but I am gonna like still play it and have fun. I want to play the game. I want to try something other than Siege because it is just such a bad state. I hope people will watch when I play Siege, or not Siege. I hope people will watch when I play Battlefield 6, but I know a lot of people are still just like, no, Siege is all I care about, even though it feels like they don't care at all. Do I have reverb on? No. I'm probably just so upset that I'm yelling about this or being louder about this, and you probably hear the reverb. It's very rare that I raise my voice, but this is actually, I don't know, it's just so sad. The fact that the whole, like, movement of creators actually threatening to leave, and then this is all we get is just very disappointing. And, like, again, I was honest with them. I said, people are leaving. How are you going to get them back? And they're like, you know, we're working on the game, and we have good ideas and blah, blah. But it's like, none of that matters if you're going to take way too long to react. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but if I were them, I would have pushed a massive balancing change for 3.3. They could all just be number tweaks. They could all just be like increasing the amount of gadgets people have and stuff, and that would still be fine. What happened to the point of Siege X? Weren't we supposed to get more content after Operation Prep phase? We have gone even less than before, and modernized maps are a huge letdown. So in the call, they did talk about that a bit, where they're like, we have a lot of plans for content, but they were like, but you know, we're trying to balance the dev team so that they're not like, you know, stressed or like overworked about this. But I'm like, I get that, but like if you have to give up content just to keep the devs not like dying from work, then hire more devs. I don't know. Like, I know too many cooks is a thing, but like, if the devs can't handle the workload, bring in more devs. Or, I don't want to be mean when I say this, replace them. I don't know. Like, if you can't get the work done, just, I don't know. It pisses me off. All that complaining, and all we get is 2 buffs. Here's your fucking crumbs, community. Enjoy them. Anyways. That's it for their blog post. I'm still upset. Wait, Priest, you can play TFT? Honestly, fair. Emotion from Vici. I don't think I've ever seen Varsity this heated. It's so disappointing. And like, I don't know. It feels like no one else seems to care. Which is just fucking a piss off. Alright, Priest, if you're joining, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to queue without you. I'm in the calm.
What did I miss? I came in and everyone's like, "Oh, VD's yelling. He's yelling."
People said that. Yeah, it's
You're mad.
Basically. Okay, I want you to do something. Summarize how most of the meetings with devs have gone in the past.
Okay. The last meeting I went to was a rank 2.0. It was me, Penguin, and King George.
Okay.
So in that meeting, we were talking about how we can change rank 2.0 and what we hate about it.
And how long ago was that?
It was at the beginning of the season before CJX, the season before this one. It was at the beginning of the season.
So 9 months ago, yep.
Yeah, so they wanted feedback on rank 2.0. And what I basically said was what I've already told you. You know, like rank 2.0 feels like if the game knows I'm champ, why am I playing ranked? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they basically said that I want to just paraphrase. It felt like they were saying that it's all in my head because they said it's basically the same as 1.0. Nothing has changed.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of made me feel like it was all in my head, you know? Because no matter what I would say, they're like, "Oh, nothing has changed. It's just like rank 1.0. It's the same thing with only small changes." And you know, I would tell them that like this feels dumb because I would be like, I'm in copper. In rank 1.0, it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like if I was in copper, there was a champ on the other team. Because I don't think I've ever ran into that in 1.0.
So
me being in gold.
You gave them recommendations.
Yeah.
And then
CGX came out a season later and nothing changed. So.
Yeah. So that's basically what happened with this one. And we were like pretty blunt and like me and one other person kind of were like saying it to them where we're like, every time we recommend stuff, nothing actually happens.
Yeah.
And then there was a whole lot of like, but we're listening and we care. It's like,
yeah, it's like they're that one Twitch emo. They're nodders. They just nod. Like they just nod their head. Like Yep. We hear you, Priest. And I even told him, like, I feel like I even asked I think it was Alex. Is that his name?
Alex Karpazis?
Yeah, so I asked him like did you guys change rank 2.0? Because it feels like a treadmill. Like you guys just put us on this thing to make us play more. And they kind of like do this little thing where they kind of giggle and they look at each other. You know?
Yeah, and they're like, "Well, should we tell them?" Or
yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we don't feel like we don't think we're doing anything that will make people just play longer to make you guys feel like you're just playing to play." And I was like, okay, I think I know what's going on. You know, like I know what's going on. Whatever. We're gonna use
Yeah.
these weird words and phrase sentences, like structure sentences in a way where they're not admitting to it, but it kind of is it, but they can't say that it is. They've been told about. Like, I feel like you guys just changed rank to make us play longer. In ranked, and they're like, oh, we don't feel like we structured rank that way. We don't feel like we're making you guys do this. Like, but what are you doing? Because they don't say what they're doing. They just acknowledge feelings. They don't acknowledge exactly what's going on.
I will
Which is,
say,
that's dev talk for you.
and I don't mind saying this online because I have to give them a review on the session, and this is literally all the stuff I'm going to tell them. It felt like what we had to say didn't matter.
Yeah, that's what it felt like in my ranked 2.0.
It feels like at the end of the day, they have a plan, they have an outline of what's going to happen, and regardless of our input or what we say or want, nothing is going to change.
It very much feels like these workshops that we do. It very much feels like a formality, not like an actual meaningful workshop.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, we have to do this so we can kind of show face.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, no matter what we want or what we suggest, usually the response we get from UB is just, we understand what you mean and we like your idea, and then it never gets implemented and nothing ever comes of it.
And and even if there is some truth to what they're doing, like maybe they are starting to work on it, but like development takes a long time. Like, so by the end of this meeting, let's say they start next week, they're not gonna we can't expect them to be done
so
anytime soon.
I almost disagree to a degree about that, because at this point, with how bad everything has been, I don't care what you have to do. You have to just ramp things up right now. There is no excuse of dev time's going to take too long. I don't fucking care. Do it now.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't care either. Because right now, okay, let's say let's pretend we're UB execs or devs.
Yeah.
We're working on Siege right now. What could we possibly be working on right now that is more important than the concerns of the community?
Nothing. Other than sure, you have stuff in year 12 you want to work on, but that can wait till year 12.
Let's say you have 12 people working on the new operator. What are the other people doing?
And so that's what I want to know is who the fuck is on the balancing team right now? Because I feel like even just small things that they could do would go a long way. They're like, oh, the meta is way too TDM heavy. All right, Malusi now gets an extra Banshee. Capcan gets an extra trap. Goyle gets an extra canister. Fenrir gets an extra trap. These are all super easy things that they could do that sure might ruin attack or might change the meta a lot, but you can do that in an instant. And if you don't like it, then you revert it the next patch.
New sites. I mean, it can't be that hard. Call of Duty has infinite amounts of sites.
Yeah.
Maybe a new ACOG housing,
and
a
then
new one-time housing.
The issue is also at the end of the day with this meeting as well, they are always well, that's where the testing grounds comes in. It's I don't care about the testing grounds. I want that now, and we've been wanting this for the last year. So why does it matter that it's coming out next season? I want it now and just do it.
And if, let's say, it's coming out in year 11, it's not going to be Siege X anymore. It's Siege, just regular Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege year 11. The Siege X branding is gone. You had the whole year of this fantastic branding. I'm doing air quotes with fantastic, to make the game really pop. But a game is in a solid position when other big streamers are playing it unironically. There are moments where, even Tim the Tan Man was playing Siege.
Yeah, and they
every day.
They can capitalize on that if they want, but they just don't. And they're oh, it's cool.
Even if you look at Steam charts, I think there is an increase in numbers during the months that he was active. Because if it's one thing to make us happy, but you have to make other people excited about Siege. But no one else is excited. Siege X kind of flopped in terms of.
If we look at the player base, since Siege X came out, we've lost almost 50% of the player base.
Yeah. Everyone came to see what it was about, and then once they realized it was just
We're
left.
actually worse off now than we were before CJX.
Yeah. Because when the CJX and I was like May, it was announced May or June it came out.
It was announced in February, but it came out in June. And that was
Yeah.
at 80,000 average players. We're now at 46. In May, we had 51,000 average players. So we're already below the month before CJX.
Mm-hmm. And that's global. That's globally.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
It is just Steam, but that does represent the whole picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it always feels like just saying a lot, and I know nothing's gonna happen. And then it's like, your workshop sounded a lot better because it was just 3 of you guys. Ours was like 20 people, and it's just like there's too many people for that.
Oh, you had 20 people there?
Yeah, so I'm like, that's
Damn.
too many. Like, we need to break this up into smaller groups maybe, so then that way you can actually, because like, so one thing Bungie did when I worked with them for Marathon was that they split everyone into like groups of 4 for feedback, and they had like 4 devs for every 4 creators.
Yeah, that's how mine was for
Yeah,
Rank.
so you have a one-on-one session where you can freely talk about what you want, say this needs to happen now, and they will actually care about it. Versus like when there's like 25 creators and they're all talking to like 2 devs and they're like, oh, we listen to you and we hear your concerns. Like, that doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, while I appreciate them wanting to do more, until they actually deliver and bring us something that makes us want to keep playing the game, I just don't see the point in continuing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you want to play Siege?
Bro, I literally hopped into your chat. I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. Then I got up. I mean, I can. I haven't launched TFT
No,
yet.
you should just go have fun.
I mean, Battlefield comes out in 2 days or whatever.
Yeah.
So. And Coconut messaged me. We're gonna do some customs and try to figure it out.
Yeah, the hide and seek and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna email the EA rep and see if he has any insight on the Battlefields, if it has a forge mode or something like that we can fuck around with.
It does.
I want to see if it has like any insight, like how much. If it's like Halo, imagine, is it just like Halo? Like
they showed it in the like early thing, and it was you could like build your map and move stuff around.
If you can make floating stuff,
they literally showed like people trying to do like a maze where you could like jump from platform to platform, and it was just like huge piles of like sandbags, and you just like parkour.
I'm down.
Yeah. All
right. Yeah. I think that's the angle me and Coconut are gonna tackle.
And honestly, I think that's gonna be most of Siege content creators. I don't think many of us are gonna be playing this game in a few months. And even if I tell them that, and I kind of did tell them that, they're still like, "Well, we still believe in our product." It's like, cool.
Yeah, I believe in it too. I mean, Siege is not a bad product, but I feel like it's aging really fast. It's getting old really fast.
It's not even like it's been fast. It was literally like 9 months of us being like, hey, we're not getting any content. They're like, don't worry. In CJX, you'll get all the content.
yeah. This is the year that we're giving you new this, new that. And then that's it. Just those 2 things. Yep. So.
All right. Well, you have fun with TFT. I'm not going to drag you down with me.
Have fun playing this game for another 10 years. All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Bye. Well, chat. That's our discussion. I'm gonna run the ad from Hassan. Also, thanks for the 6 months from Slifer. Back to unranked we go. Also, chat. The one thing I won't give you guys details on, because it's all private conversations, is that the concerning part is that it's not just me who's like concerned about the future of Siege and stuff. Like, there's a lot of creators concerned, and a lot of them are messaging about this. Like, this is not looking good. So, it's rough. And this dude paid for an ad to play. He did. Was Rilla there? I'm not going to get into details of who was there or who was not there, in case they don't want people to know. At the end of the day, no game lives forever. It's true, but it's sad to see that we've been saying this for months and we've just been ignored. Would Battlefield 6 be rough? I think the only thing that's going to be rough about it is just coming up with ideas for content, because I don't know how to make Battlefield content. Like, off the top of my head, all I've thought about was weekly, or maybe every other week, a video about mastering one gun in Battlefield. It's like, oh, I'm only using the Vector, and I'm going from level 0 to like max level with it, and showing off like the best loadout for it.
You want to buck into terrorists?
And then
yeah, sure.
like a custom game a week, I could do that. That's 2 videos a week. But then I'm like, what do I do with the other? Obviously, if I switch to another game other than Siege, I have to stop uploading daily. I cannot upload daily for other games.
I can buck the wall into what's it called? Exhibit.
Exhibitation.
What game would you tell your chat
Is
to go
that the
try?
name of the room?
I mean, I would like people to just go to Battlefield, because I think
It's
it's
like
a
the
fun
other
casual
side.
game, but I think people don't want to play fun
The
casual. They
second
want to play
floor.
sweaty
Oh,
tryhard.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
Say the 10 years live service game is wild. Like, who would have known that Siege would live that long? Devs either need to build game on a new engine or die with a bang at least. The unfortunate part is it feels like neither's going to happen. And if we had more time and there weren't as many creators in the call, I would have told them a lot more, but obviously you have to take turns and you can't just hog the mic, so I want to tell them that this is not enough, and I have told them, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Craig, but my whole thing is, if COD can do it, why can't Battlefield? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'll always repeat, I am very lucky to be in such a fortunate position that if I wanted to, I could just do whatever I want for content creation. I don't have to worry about the numbers. I don't have to worry about making money, because I've made my money. Obviously, I would always like to make more money, because why not? But I'm not like... I feel really bad for the creators who are in a position where they're like, I have no choice. I have to keep playing Siege, otherwise I am going to be bankrupt. Like, that is really tough.
I think he's a bandit dragon. A lurking dragon, yeah. He's clear, clear. Close left.
Nope, he killed me out.
Nah, you got me.
That's a rat, bro.
Okay, I can't find the fucking bandit.
They're going dragon.
One geisha.
I just heard them. No way they went back up black.
I think Asami's top restaurant. GG Shrine. The that's what y'all can, you can Sophie, you can plant default and then Grim can Grim off. And beside.
Oh.
Good stuff. So
Good shit, good shit.
I didn't even do anything. So Panic, you're not wrong, but to use a comparison of what you just said, it would be like saying you might feel stuck at your dead-end job, but like Mark Zuckerberg
crazy, damn,
and Bill
bro.
Gates took a
That's
risk,
not even a good operator,
and
damn.
look at like they can do anything they want. It's like, well, yeah, they're fucking multi-billionaires from like super rich families who have access to whatever they want. Of course they can do that. So try to tell a Siege creator like you could be just like Jinxie and swap. It's like, I don't know about that one.
You can buck into the thing by exhibition. By dragon.
I
by
left the
exhibit-
dead end job with nothing to use as an asset, and now I'm doing better than ever. And that's great
But
for
it's
you,
not-
but that's not the case for everyone. Because like it's great that you could do that.
I'm gonna
But a
drill
lot of
it
people
every time
can't.
this series. No one's rather
There are
than
people
me.
that if they try to, it's different because I'm assuming you went and got a job that actually will pay you right away versus like content creation. You can't expect a Siege creator who already is like barely making ends meet
Yeah,
to go swap to a different game and then make significantly less money and just be like, oh, I just gotta, grind it out. It's like, it might not work out and they might not be able to take that risk. Again, luckily I'm in a position where I can and it doesn't matter for me, but there's a lot of other people out there who can't do that. Thanks for the 4 months MOB and Supercan with the 3 months.
Yeah, VIP single wall. VIP single wall.
It's like a lottery winner telling you to liquidate your assets and buy lotto
Yo,
tickets.
Ella's bottom house. We running now.
To a degree, yes.
Ella's VIP. Ella, you split right now. Ella in exhibition. Ella in visual exhibition.
Exhibition.
Depending on ping, look at the doorway. He went back, he ran back.
Track individual.
I know this is stupid for me to do, but
I think there's two in there. There's two.
I'm trying to
there's
get
two exhibitation.
one more
Go for it,
clip
too.
of me doing this.
And dragon.
Did he just cross? I think he just crossed. Someone, please. Someone, make this worthwhile. Oh,
Oh yeah, I forgot the site was invitation. I thought it was karaoke.
please, someone.
What is this thing?
Ooh. They keep sprinting by.
Confused. You need to do something.
They don't want to peek. So lame. Fuck it, we ball. Two people. Fuck. There's one from drum as well. I just wanted one kill with that fuse hole, and no one wanted to peek me.
You're lie, they keep roaming. So I'm gonna just go below.
I just love dicks, bro.
Thank you for the 18 months from Sovakir. I'm just responding to someone.
I just love dicks, bro.
Thank you for the 2 months from D36 Devil. At this point, they can't even stop cheaters. I mean, okay, stopping cheaters is a complicated thing. It's just like a grocery store trying to stop shoplifters. It'll never be just like that easy. You'll never be able to just fix the issue because it doesn't work like that. But
There's a mute.
there's definitely more that they could be doing. Thank you for the gifted sub from Devil and 2 months from Yeti Among Men. Thank you. Alright, I rang the bells for good luck. Let me ring the bell. Fuck off.
I'm back here though now.
Careful, the wall is open.
I didn't realize my drone was going to leave this thing open. No! I downed a zombie and Alibi's half HP. Oh, he finished it for me. The play almost worked. True, I should have rang the bell. Hitting people in the face stops them from stealing. I wanted to get hired at Walmart and do that. I'd love to see what would happen. Actually, I know what would happen. You got fired.
You have any eyes on her?
They're actually the indomitable human spirit. I mean, sure, you could say, give credit to cheaters for never giving up. But, like, never giving up on cheating because they're so bad. Ooh.
Yeah.
Good try.
I accidentally team killed a teammate last time I rang the bell. Worthy sacrifice. Oh my god. My congestion. I'm sorry if you guys can hear me sniffling all the time. I know it's annoying, but I can't help it.
Hey, we got this. It's
Are we going exhibition? I'm down with that. Maybe tea will help it. I honestly might just take a steam after. We have a steam room. I might as well use it. It's not great though, because it just feels like I'm fucking choking. Because the entire time I can't breathe because I'm congested, but then I can't breathe because it's steamy, and I'm like. The annoying part though, in case you missed it earlier, is the only symptoms I have are congestion and like runny nose because of congestion. And then cough because of congestion. So it's annoying because I'm like, if I had like a head cold and I felt awful, then sure. It all makes sense, but I'm like, I feel fine. Like, I genuinely feel like I could go to the gym. I don't feel sick. But I'm just so congested that I can't I can't breathe. And then I'm just constantly coughing and sniffling. And then I know people are gonna be like, oh, are you sure it's not allergies? Bro, it's not allergies. I know what allergies are like, and this is not them. Also, my sister, who's allergic to literally everything under the sun, is not having allergies right now, but I am. Yep, some upper nasal congestion. Feels like it. Don't think tea will help, but what do I know?
IQ.
Do you have a micro? I thought he was saying macro at first, but I realized he's saying he has a micro penis. Or however he killed the enemy. Bro, what are these guys doing? They've been moving around for like an hour.
Joining stairs.
I'm gonna block off the stairs. So I don't have to worry about them sneaking out. Imagine seeing this back when you could only melee or explode them.
He's in area now.
Oh, that is reinforced.
Walked in stairs.
Oh my god. I got him to team kill and I killed two of them. I guess that's... They were all three just lined up there. Jesus. I guess that's the benefit of holding on to your zombies until the last minute. Some Mucinex D. Why do I feel like this is a setup to these nuts? What is Mucinex D? Oh, it's just a anti-congestant. As annoying as it is, I have at least been told by my doctor that it's actually better to let it run its course and only take like cold, or not cold, like Advil if you have headaches. Because apparently when you take those anti-congestants and stuff, all they do is just like dry out your sinuses, which is not good. Oh, I just hydrated. Another hydrate. Anti-cheats that don't work 90% of the time are not anti-cheats. To be fair, the anti-cheats that don't work 90% of the time are usually more like a lock on a door at your home. It only keeps like honest people out. Because those anti-cheats for the most part only stop people who are gonna like get the most basic ass cheats. But they're not gonna stop people who are gonna try anything they can. Damn, that is unfortunate. I just realized they can vault over this. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I wonder if I can jump out this window like I can jump out the cafe one.
Concord, I'm trying. Yep, trying. Repelling and shrine balcony. I mean, not shrine.
Doctor telling you not to take medication. Well, they did tell. They were telling Annie, they're like, don't take decongestants because they're like, it'll just dry you out, and then you're gonna have issues from that. Which makes sense because I can't even remember how many times I would be on decongestants, and then after the cold is over, I just feel dry as fuck.
They're coming drum. Coming drum. Watch out.
There's at least one in geisha.
There's like 2 in drum.
Oh my god, they keep lining up, bro. Well,
Nice, so play safe, play safe, play safe.
at least I got him to a good position, 1v1.
I'll tell you when you defuse this. I can ping where.
Not really.
Well, I might can ping.
Drone.
I
Good try.
That's unfortunate. Okay, Slifer. Oh, so are people still not making progress on drops? I wonder if they finally got rid of drops for non-co-streamers. Let me see. Who is
Got this blocking,
co-streaming?
Come on.
Oh, even the co-streamers don't have drops tracking. Does the Pro League stream have drops? It does. So even though we all have drops enabled, it's not working for anyone but the Pro League stream. Kinda lame. I got a couple faction changes streamed the other night. Well, I'm assuming that it's just not working today, because it was working yesterday. Kudo said that content creators have spoken to Yubi and they're trying to fix the game. Is that true? So I'll say exactly what I said earlier. We had a meeting with Yubi. Maybe we were in different meetings, but
Try to anchor drone.
I can't say I left the meeting feeling too optimistic. I can understand Kudos being a more optimistic person in general, and also since he's a smaller creator, obviously he's hoping for the best with Siege, but as someone who's been around for 10 years, it ain't looking amazing. Yes, UB is going to try, but I think it's going to be too little too late. I think by the time most of these changes actually end up coming out, most of us probably won't be playing Siege anymore. Oh. My god.
Mine's good.
Fuck. I missed on the Ash. I was gonna try to sprint away. Is it safe to say floodgates open with cheaters when the game went free to play? Yes. You know, rerun of the silver PC versus silver PC console. Or sorry, silver console versus silver PC. I don't know if I'll be doing much more of the PC versus console, because I don't know if I'll be doing much more Siege in general, but we'll see.
That's Nomad.
Yeah, try. Now, out of curiosity, chat, what games are you guys excited for? I'm curious, maybe there's some games out there that I don't know about that are coming out that maybe I could start playing, but so far all I really know about is Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7, and I don't care about Black Ops 7. Ashes of Creation. Isn't that the MMO that's been coming soon for like 15 years? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Battlefield 6. A lot of Battlefield 6, which is good. I don't know what I want to... we already talked about this before. I don't know what I want to do for Battlefield 6 content specifically. I think for day one, I'm just going to play whatever I want. And then I'll probably make a video of just generic highlights from me playing. But then also a second video of me with a sniper montage or something. That'll be the plan. I get Black Ops 7 for no additional cost with Game Pass Ultimate. I feel like that's the only reason to play Black Ops 7 is if it's free. I feel like the only people I've also seen say anything positive about Black Ops 7 are like the pros or the creators who are paid to say something positive. Start a new Baldur's Gate 3 character, a wizard gnome called Cheeky Little Bottom. I need to go blow my nose. Be right back. Or Hades 2. Hades 2 I actually just beat yesterday, or I got the first ending. I don't know if there's multiple endings. But I beat Chronos. Like the ending where I got the credits for beating Chronos. But I don't know how much more there is after that, because I know with Hades or Hades 1 there was like the ending, the second ending, and then the true ending. I heard the ending is bad. I didn't really like it. It was meant to be a like a softer approach to, you know, the classic mythology of just kill everyone. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, the ending was kind of, was like, oh, this is not what I had hoped for. Oh no. No, I missed on the Melusi. I could have easily got a triple there if I didn't fuck up the first few shots on mute. I'm like Evan, I just put ungodly amount of hours on the games I own. Is Evan like that? I feel like Siege is the only game he plays a lot of. Can't really ping this accurately. Oh, she got the drone. What's her sense doing? Oh, he's a new player. Default, everything skin, no charm. I feel like I've been getting a lot of new lobbies mixed with champs recently. Where are those enemies when I'm pushing in? Excuse me? I had 3 teammates lower than level 30. I'm assuming that MSW Leo is playing with a person who's new to Siege on PC. 'Cause he's a console player. Actually, no, he's not playing with him because he just gave him an in-game call-out. Actually, I guess they could be, but I feel like you just be in a Discord call or something. Okay, look like a true silver. Seem like it. I'm also looking at Twitter real quick. We're gonna go basement. Honestly, if they're bad, I might just go fuse and cluster charge above site. I'm looking at Twitter for all the content creators talking about the call we had today. And I'm genuinely surprised at how happy everyone is about it. I understand it's a glimmer of hope, but I do feel like a lot of the people who are hopeful about it are too new to the game to know that this has happened many times before. Because, like, content creators like me who have been around for years have been through the system. We know how many times we hear this is going to change, and then nothing happens. I feel like it's just a little bit of naivete. I did not change my spawn. Fuck. It's called kissing ass. I think it's just that they genuinely think that a lot of things are going to change when, I don't know, in my experience, it's going to be a lot of the same. No kills from the fuse charges. Means they're not as bad as I thought. Or the bad people just died already. He was hiding in the left corner. He actually just sat there for so long. We only have 30 seconds. Our team's got to push. Wait, this is the brand new player. Oh, he's playing with Buck. Bro, they have 10 seconds. I don't think I've seen a round end in a 3v3 in years. That's crazy. I don't know what we do then if my team does not care. Maybe I just rush. If you flash yourself, you can't see yourself lose the round. True, true. Six-second ad from Rumple. I can't see the fucking stream deck, so I don't know if it actually went through, but I think it did. Go to Ready or Not. I've already played Ready or Not. That game doesn't have much replayability though. It's all just like You play it once and you're kind of done with it. I like it, but there's no replayability there. Perfect. Play it once or twice trying non-lethal, but yeah, not great. Yeah. And they have a bunch of extra stuff that comes out once in a while, but yeah. Start playing Siege on Roblox. We tried to play that too, and it had cheaters as well. I remember the flying Tachanka just killing everyone. But it has been a while. Wait, I don't actually move faster with the Reaper. My aim. Oh my god, he just walked right up. I couldn't hear him because of the Grismont. Keep dying to the... Actually, he might not even been their best player because it's Artemins. My dream posture. Apparently they did have to completely rebuild the game, Sam. I don't know much about League, but from what I have heard from people, they said that Riot actually had to fully rebuild the game from the ground up, which is crazy.
Bruh.
That's tough. Am I bringing the hoodie back for sale? Nope, it was a one-time thing. There are a few extras left over from the people who pre-ordered and then either canceled or they just said they sent some extras as well. But there are a few if you do the merch command. But otherwise, no, it will never come back. Should do a video about your settings? No. My nose be itchy. I took their coding and rewrote what was needed to integrate Vanguard. Yeah, they might not have had to rewrite everything, but I did hear that they did a lot. But who knows? I mean, it's hard to add anti-cheat to an old game, yeah. From the way it was described to me, I think it was Ben or Josh who told me, is that like it was a multi-year thing that they slowly implemented over years, while I think they were building Vanguard for Valorant. Also, there was a fly on my wall. Ew. I don't know why people think that. I assume this is all based off, I'm sure someone's saying, oh, why don't they just add Vanguard to Siege? Because you can't do that. It'd be like having a... What's like the most stereotypical car? Not even stereotypical. It's like having a Prius and then saying add a Ford F-150 engine to it now. It's like, how the fuck do you add the engine of a Ford F-150 to a Prius? Like, good luck with that. You gotta rebuild the car from scratch at that point. It's like when getting a Ford and add self-drive to it. Well, self-drive is different. That's more software, but yes. I mean, it's hardware as well. He's above me. He just impacted his own drone. Where are they? If that didn't get them. There was too many. I was too focused on the gridlock and Zofia. I don't know how I managed to walk around like the entire front lobby and I didn't see a single soul. Even the person who killed Aruni, seemingly, or not Aruni, Ella, just vanished. One sec. Well, let me see what chat's saying. Georges. I will say you sound a lot like Evan at this point, which I've told Evan how wrong he is many times before, but he doesn't. I don't blame him. Like, he's not aware of like coding and stuff, but you can't just like go like that and just make an anti-cheat work that stops cheaters. It doesn't work like that. And at the end of the day, no amount of adding money to the problem is just going to fix it. Now, there is the other side where I say I'm like, they need to just snap their fingers and do it, which is just like balancing stuff. That's easy. Just tweak numbers, add more gadgets, add more bullets, add higher damage, whatever to people to make them more viable. That's all possible because it's just changing a few values. Anti-cheat is not that easy. And you can say at the end of the day, it's not my job to care or know how hard it is, but you just sound stupid when you do that. That'd be like telling any company at any point to be like, it doesn't matter what is possible or what I think, just do it. It's like, well, you can't just do that. You can't just take a Prius and add a Ford F-150 engine to it. That's not how that works. Or if you do try to do that, it'll just break it. Do you want it to be broken? Enjoy the 5-minute timeout and learn a little bit. Again, it's fine to be like, I want this stuff, but to just relentlessly demand something that's not possible and just say it's not my problem, figure it out, is just stupid. You got to be somewhere in the middle. Like when we talk about content, we're like, this is very easy for you to do because we know how the coding works, we know how the game design works. We're like, you can just do this, but they just choose not to. And that's different. But you can't just fix cheating. If it worked like that, they would have done it a long time ago. I also, whenever people try to make that argument, they're like, they're a billion-dollar corporation, they just need to figure it out. Bro, if it was that easy to figure out, do you not think they would have just done that? Like, what company do you think would be like, hey, we know we have, like, there's an easy fix for this, but we're just going to choose not to do this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And with the state of cheating online in general, you, like, companies, if they could be like, oh, I just added an anti-cheat and it fixed everything, they would do that because that would be insanely good. But it doesn't work like that. It's easy to figure out. Why didn't he figure out? True. It would be free PR too. Yeah, imagine if Ubisoft posted that we fixed cheating. There are no more cheaters ever in Siege anymore. Bro, everyone would come flying to the game. The game wouldn't be dying. But obviously it's not that easy. They can't do that. But according to that guy, it is just that easy. They just need to figure their stuff out. Who would have thought? Yeah, drops should be available on all channels that have drops enabled, but it seems to only right now be tracking for the Pro League streams, but we're not sure why. They just randomly changed that today. I don't know. Then what would we have to talk about? Well, I'm happy you said that. Maybe I won't say your name because we're about to do a sponsored segment. Chat. If we had nothing to talk about with cheating, we have something to talk about with Wormwood. Chat. Have you guys heard about Wormwood? It's one of our sponsors. With Wormwood, they make awesome board gaming furniture. So they have dining tables that double as both a dining table and a board game table. So they have this vault inside that you can play in for D&D, other types of 3D board games. You can just put the panels back on and it just works as a dining table. We have one downstairs and we love it. And if that doesn't really, pique your interest specifically, they also have custom stuff they do and a prophecy gaming table, which I still think this is crazy. It literally has a crank to raise the table up. That is insane. But they make all this furniture that you can order. The furniture is only available for the US. You cannot order it out of the country. So if you do end up wanting to order it and you're from the US, you can use code VarsityShip for free shipping. But if you're international, the only things you can buy are their accessories, which they do have some really nice accessories. They have some dice, which are absolutely beautiful. And then they also have accessories for those dice, like rolling towers. So if you play D&D like me, and you are tired of rolling and it doesn't feel like it rolls, you throw it down the tower, it rolls for you. They have a lot of extra stuff as well, DM screens, a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. And then if you want to order a table, I'll just tell you what we got. Obviously, you don't have to get what we got, but we just got the dining table in standard height and width, or sorry, not height, but long, or 8 to 10 for length. I can't speak right now. And then standard width, and then for wood, we just got cherry. And the felt doesn't really matter, but we did get royal blue for varsity blue. And for those who might be concerned, if you're an adult and not the children who make the mess, if you do have a child that might make a mess, it is spill resistant, so the water is not going to just spill right into the table. You don't have to worry about that. They also have this really cool rail system, which you can kind of see on the homepage a bit. You can get your accessories to just hang off the edge. So you can have card holders, dice holders, or even dice trays, stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff, and it goes all the way around on the outside and the inside. Very nice. You should do something with a Canadian company or international shipping for your fellow Canadians. As much as I'd like to, obviously, we can't decide that. Because obviously with Wormwood, they can only do what they're are capable of. And I just assume that shipping the furniture internationally is just too complicated and too much. But also, the largest part of my community is American. Canadians only make up 10%. So obviously, we are letting the Americans in chat know about this. Yeah, a lot of amazing stuff. They also are working on making a desk. Where's the... Oh, whoops. I think this is the portfolio we looked at before. These are just custom ones that they made, but they are working on making ones that you can just order, which is just a actual office desk with the magnetic rail system around the side as well. But like I said, these ones are custom, so they're very, very nice and very ornate. I really like this one. I don't know what you call this aesthetic, but when it's just super dark contrasty wood, love that. And yes, the tables are expensive, but you have to remember that you get what you pay for. Furniture in general is expensive. A lot of people don't realize how expensive furniture is in general, but you get what you pay for. You can cheap out and buy a really cheap dining set for $1,000, $2,000. Well, $2,000 probably be more middle range, but it might not last that long. And at the end of the day, like I always say, you get what you pay for. You pay for this table, it'll never break, it'll last you forever. It's also super easy to put together and take apart in case you're moving. And there's a lot of customization options. Does this make me feel or make me old getting excited over furniture? I kind of agree with you. I think I've always been like this, but I love furniture shopping. It is one of my favorite things to go to a furniture store, look at everything, test everything, and be like, I like this, I don't want this, like this is terrible, I really like this one. So when my sister was renovating her house, I went furniture shopping with her because I love it. I love looking at all the furniture. We're talking about tables. Cheating is a thing of the past. It is true. But yeah, if you want to check out Wormwood, use the Wormwood command in chat or click on the panel down below. It'll give you a link and then you can just check out their website. Obviously, since this is a more pricey product, we're not expecting you to buy anything today, but take a look at it. If it piques your interest and you want to get it later, use code VarsityShip for free shipping. Or if you're international, code Varsity10 for $10 off. The international orders are only the accessories. It's not the big furniture. But go check them out. They're an amazing company. We love working with them. We love the furniture they sent us. Probably shouldn't know that. They sent us the modular gaming table. We use it all the time because we have a lot of board game nights. I guess that might be another sign of getting old, is that when we get together now, we have board game nights instead of like people drinking and like partying. It's just like, oh, let's have a night at our house where we play these board games. Let's play Dead of Winter, Settlers of Catan, stuff like that. And it's amazing for that. So if you're like me and you're getting old, check out Wormwood. A good couch is fantastic, but it's nothing compared to washer dryer combos. I've never had to buy any what are those called? Utilities? Appliances for like laundry. We've only had to buy one, which was the dishwasher, and that's about it. I don't know what that's like for that. But buying good furniture in general just feels, when you get the perfect thing that just complements your space and feels great, 10 out of 10. Like when we got our couches, loved it. When we got this table, like now I actually want to use that space. Oh god, what am I reading in chat? You guys are still arguing about this? Guys, the Georges guy does not know what he's talking about. He just wants answers. He's never going to get them because he's asking impossible things. But like he said, that's not his problem because he ain't thinking. Also, I know I'm going to be focusing on trying to get some clips, but if you guys have any questions about Wormwood, if you want to ask me anything, feel free to. Love to talk about our experience. I did also build the table completely by myself. It is that easy to build. You don't need a second person other than to flip it over, but even then, I probably could have just flipped it on myself. I just didn't want to risk being too strong and, you know, flipping it so hard it breaks. Because you know how muscular I am, right? I don't even think at any physical or peak physical form for myself could I ever break that table. They did tests where they got like 10 people to stand on it and stomp on it. Nothing happened. They got a real life sledge to sledgehammer it. Nothing. The tables are too strong. Will they ever ship all over the world? I don't know. I would assume not. I would assume, especially with tariffs and stuff, probably not. But could not tell you. As far as I'm aware, no, they're not going to. Rampage. The funny thing with headaches, I feel like everyone always says something different about how to just magically fix headaches. Annie gets migraines, especially when she works out. She has never, like, any of the fixes people have recommended have never worked. I think the closest one that's come to work for her was having electrolytes after working out. Why would you ping them, bro? I was gonna take them off. center. Thought I heard someone, but that was just my teammate. Okay. This entire round has been me slowly pushing and them backing up, bit by bit. Oh, he just pushed right up. The entire round was, I used all 5 pings to just slowly push them back. Extra salty McDonald's fries and their Sprite. I know people have always told Annie about the whole, like, dip your feet in hot water, or, like, stand in hot water, and that pulls the blood from your feet, or from your brain down to your feet. Yeah, I've tried that. It never worked. Okay. I'm so confused because the rifle is just so much better. The C70 is better, but the PDW9 has more ammo. That's always the thing. Any good fixes for tooth pain / abscess pain? Bro, go get your tooth fixed. And poor Jackal, see what Yubi did to him. I still don't find him that bad. I do wish it was more of like an alibi ping, because it sucks seeing just one ping and you're like, I don't know if they're sitting there or if they're running away. So if you had like an alibi ping and you saw them running in a general direction, you can get a bit more info. Or honestly, they just need to bring it back where it was before, but just make that only visible to Jackal and no one else. It can't be that hard to do that. That might take a bit of coding, but like... Actually, no, it shouldn't. Because already in game, Dokkaebi sees cameras on the ground, but no one else can see that. So that's actually already in the game. So that's not even hard to implement. That's actually a very easy thing to fix. Because obviously if they can apply that logic to phones for Dokkaebi, they should be able to apply the ping to just Jackal. Actually, and Deimos does that too. Deimos is the only one who can track each other, yeah. Oh my god. We fixed the game, chat. Other people can see the drop cell phones. They can see the phone, they can't see the symbol. Like, Dokkaebi has a HUD indicator to be like, hey, there's a phone over here. Go pick it up. It's basically similar for Deimos, but just not a constant ping. Well, it'll also be the defender doesn't know where Jackal is. But with Deimos, the defender always knows where Jackal is. Or where Deimos is, right? Am I about to sneeze? I think I'm about to sneeze. Ugh. It was so anticlimactic, I just got blue-balled. Blue-balled by my nose. Who would have guessed? Oh my god, she's 1 HP. Literally 1. I still miss the Mozzie red circle that showed your friendly Mozzie drones. It lasted for a single season. It was a huge quality of life improvement for Mozzie. I don't think that's true. I could be wrong in my memory. Didn't they added the red circle to the when your drone goes outside, didn't they? Did they ever add it to all drones? I think it was a bug. It might have been a bug for when that happened, but actually no, I'm trying to remember, and I feel like I remember hearing Priest be like, "Oh, it's so nice. I see where all my drones are." Maybe it was just a bug. I think this guy's on controller because he is not able to control the fucking camera. I also saw him swing and he looked like he was controller. That was a great bug. I do find it really hard right now to tell where defender drones are if I'm not in Aussie because the outline on them is too faint. I feel like I can't tell the difference between a friendly drone and an enemy drone. Floors guys on the sticks. Yeah, I kind of figured. With that camera movement as well as that movement when he jumped in the window. Poor guy. They go basement now, I'll just Maverick Rush. Yeah, I did it not too long ago, and my teammate yelled at me. He's like, "Why the fuck did you shoot my drone?" I was like, "Bro, I can't see the outline." I had no idea. I joined the Fight for Democracy and joined the Helldivers. I already played Helldivers a lot, but the game does lose replayability after a bit. I'm hunk. Also, I can definitely tell that we've been in a lot more console lobbies because the load time on that blue screen is way longer. I wonder... I don't want to be like, you know, the boy who cried wolf and saying everything is wrong and everything's dying, but a part of me wonders if the player base is just so small now compared to before that they're almost being forced to add in PC or console players to PC lobbies. Fucking knew someone was gonna be on that window. Okay. Didn't realize the egg was sitting right next to me.
I need a fix.
You said he needs to think after we just got think good.
Capcan second floor. Main stairs, second floor.
One's moto. You got one moto. Running.
Second floor. Last one camping bomb on main stairs.
Okay.
Nice, he was upstairs.
I know there's no way that he sneaks down main stairs, but I'm not gonna put myself to be exposed by that. Guys, I feel like he's gonna be baiting. He's not coming down. Or he's lagging because I'm getting severe packet loss right now. Damn. What an eventful end to the round. Tebow from iCarly? I've never heard of Tebow. Oh, never heard of this. Med forgets that people don't have 7 TV and probably have no idea what emo he just put in. Someone actually took a zombie. Badge. I'll go to brow. If the enemy team really is console players, I should have no problem doing a secret window spawn peek and killing someone, right? They have 8K viewers, and that kind of bad for Pro League. There was a time where Pro League, the mainstream during like playoffs, would normally get like 15 to 20K. But it's important to remember that Twitch did recently crack down on view bots, which I'm not saying that the Rainbow Six account was view botting, but if people are selling view bots and they want to make the bots look legitimate, they'll put them in Pro League streams and stuff, or just large streams to make them look like they're active viewers. What the what is going on? I did hear him run away, but he just hauled ass past. I don't think he actually noticed me. He was looking up. I accidentally meleeed though, which might have given my position away. Blackbeard, he did not see me.
One's main breach.
There's another one repelled on the breach.
The hell? Everything's just blocked off. way he's still out there. It's the same guy, it's the Mystique's guy. Bro, he's on the roof. Why are you hiding on the roof? You guys like that one tap? Ooh. Bikini reported Gert. What does that mean? It's running away like a coward. That is Siege nowadays. No one wants to fight. Also, I'm tempted to maybe make my rant about Siege that I recorded, like when I looked at the tweet, I might post that for tomorrow's video. This will probably be the last match, and then I'm going to go edit that. And I'll also take it easy, because we're going to probably have a long stream day, like an 8-hour stream day on Friday for Battlefield 6, and then I'm gone for the weekend. So, probably last game. I don't know if anyone's going to join me for... I mean, people will join me at some point for Battlefield, but it's going to be more in the evening. Or afternoon, rather. Not evening. Which sucks. Bro's leaving us. It's my friend's bachelor party, and I'm a groomsman. I also did try on my suit, chat. I still fit. It is definitely a little snug because of how muscular I am, but I still fit. Rip Vegeta in the mountains hiking. Never forget. Didn't you just go to a wedding? I went to a wedding, yeah, in September. Bro, I haven't even been to that many weddings. I had my wedding 2 years ago, Shane's wedding last year, and then we have 2 weddings this year. Some of my friend groups, or some people in my friend groups, have gone to like 6 weddings this year alone. I know that seems crazy to you guys in chat because most of you guys don't have friends, but like, a lot of people have a lot of weddings. Why was the video an hour late? It wasn't. It was on time. Did Europe go through daylight savings this week? No, it wouldn't go through on a Wednesday. Today's video has been out for 5 hours and 24 minutes. Yeah, it went out at the same time every day. It did actually, okay. This guy lying. Oh wait, oh, Australia went through daylight savings. That makes sense. Why do I have diffuser? Oh my god. Even with the LMG, I could only do so much by myself. I got 3 of them. Surely we win this. He died to the goo. We do not win this, chat. Rip. I went to my cousin's 3rd wedding a couple months ago. He's only 27. Jesus. I know, no one in my friend groups is divorced, but I know Annie's friend groups, 4 people are divorced. But and I think this is a valid, like, oh, but this is why, is that all of those friends she had were really religious people. So they all got married way too young and way too stupidly. And then they all divorced. Why am I coming back to divorce topics? Someone just said they were at their cousin's 3rd wedding. My cousin is just a dumbass. Fair. Ooh, we talked about this before, chat. If you had to choose the absolute soonest you would ever marry someone, how long until you marry them? Like, how long would you know them? From, like, the first time you met them to when you marry them? For me, the absolute shortest, I think, would be like 3, maybe 4 years. A lot of chat saying 2 years. That is crazy to me. I feel like that's way too soon. I feel like I barely know my friends after 2 years, let alone someone you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. I'll look at chat after I push in and die here. He said he's walling. Is he actually walling? No, that looks fine. Dated someone for 3.5 years, had fully decided I wanted to marry them, and then they changed completely. 5 years is the minimum now. So my logic has always been this, and maybe this wouldn't sit with certain other groups of people, but I'm like, nowadays, like if you're dating someone for 2-3 years, like you live together, you sleep together, you're basically already a married couple. I'm like, how does getting married change anything? I'm not saying you should never get married, but I'm just like, I can understand why people would be like, what's the rush? You know? Taxes? I guess it depends on the country. Here in Canada, when you file and your common law, so you've lived together for 1 year, first off, common law is automatic in Canada. You don't apply for it or anything, it just automatically happens when you've lived together for a year. You get the same tax benefits as a married couple. 0 difference. I was living with a girl for 3 years when I left. I didn't have to go through a divorce. Well, that also depends per state, because technically, in a lot of places where they have common law, you would technically have to go through a divorce if they wanted to. Obviously, people are less likely to ask for like a lawyer and do all that stuff if you're not fully married, but legally they maintain all the same rights as a married couple. So if they wanted to, they could take you to court and like demand payment, basically. That's only if they want to do that. Huh. I think he hit the pipe after I did. He did. I hit it once, he hit it like 10 times and just blew me up. But it counted as a suicide because I hit it first. I actually got caught. Can't even deny that. You just blew yourself up. I don't think that should count. He blew up the pipe. I just hit it the first time. A very inaccurate picture of Annie. That is the most accurate. She drew it herself. I'd like to marry just for the word. Feels more grown up to call her my wife instead of my girlfriend. I feel like people have just avoided that now by just calling people their partners. So like if you are together for like 8 years but you don't want to be a girlfriend or boyfriend, my partner. And then you get to play the extra fun game of people trying to decide or trying to figure out whether you're straight or not. Because then they're like, they said partner. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Who knows? I remember the very first time I ever heard that was when I started working at the grocery store. And the like assistant manager and the department manager or whatever, they always called their wives their partners. Or their... I think one was married, one wasn't. But they called like girlfriend and wives their partner. And I was like... I cannot tell. Fluffy, I see your message. That was funny. You have a gender neutral word instead of boyfriend, girlfriend? Wouldn't that just be partner as well? Or like equivalent to? Drops are working now. Of course, when I'm going to end stream, they turn back on. Yep, drops are tracking again. I'll probably stream longer tomorrow. I think the plan will be like 12 to 5. Because it'll be my last Siege stream until probably Tuesday. Tuesday. It's like dearest. Strength theorist. I didn't know that you were Norwegian. Oh, didn't expect 2 of them there. Nice. You mean next Friday? Oh, it should be Tuesday. My plan is Battlefield 6 stream Friday, and then probably Monday as well, just so I can get a lot of content. That looked like he was walling, but he's just rubber banding here, because you can tell that he like is trying to move and aim, but then he just stops moving. That definitely looks suspicious, but it was just rubber banding. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I'll stream Battlefield Friday and Monday probably, and then... Or honestly, depending on what time I get back Sunday, I might stream Battlefield 6 late Sunday. if people are on. We'll see. Oh, someone just got muted. It's becoming more and more popular of a thing, Dundrix, is people basically just being like, we're either going to elope or just never get married. My one friend, or I guess they're both my friends, but they're not going to get married anymore. They're pregnant right now with their first child, and they both were like, oh, like, we want to get married, we want to do this, and then they saw how much a wedding was, and they're like, $30,000 for like one party seems crazy. So they started thinking like, maybe we won't do that, maybe we'll just elope. And then they were like, well, if we elope, there's certain family members who would get really pissed off if we do that. So then they're like, okay, maybe we won't do that. And then they ultimately just were like, fuck it, let's just not get married and just have a kid. And then what's funny on top of all of that is that like the one guy or his family is like super religious and they're like, you're not allowed to have a baby out of wedlock. And he's like, well, it's happening. And they're super excited for it, but they're at first like, no, you can't, you gotta get married. But honestly, overall, I think a good decision by them, because the girl in the relationship, she showed me the rings she wanted, and they were like 10K. And she's like, I don't want anything other than this one ring. And I was like, yeah, no, I would never pay 10K for a ring. He's just holding and waiting? What the fuck is he doing? Blue Heron. This is why I don't like playing against Blue Heron. Thanks for 14 months, the Norland. That's such a red flag. I mean, in her defense, though, although she's like, that's the only ring I want, obviously she's fine with just not getting married and not getting a ring at all. It'd be a red flag if she was like, no, if we don't get me this ring, I will not marry, or like, we can't be in a relationship together. She just has very expensive tastes. I scoffed at someone spending a few hundred on a ring to my partner, but then felt bad because I spent $700 on hockey for the winter. I don't know. For me, I've always just been like, a ring is a ring. But I'm not a symbolic person. I don't really care. So at the end of the day, I'm like, it's all the same, you know? I also don't wear my ring. Or, wrong hand. I wore it at our wedding, and I have not worn it since. I think Annie's ring total, she got like an engagement and wedding ring, was like $1,400, I think. Or maybe even cheaper. It might have been like $800. And then the ring I proposed to her with was a ring pop. The only reason I did that, though, was because I showed Annie a few rings that I was thinking of getting for when I proposed, and she said they were all really fucking ugly. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just let you choose your ring, and I'll just propose with a ring pop. Which flavor? Strawberry. Or cherry? Whatever the red one is. I think it's strawberry. Then I think I ate it. Dub day for me. Watermelon. Well, that's the red one with the green wrapper. Oh, so that's your first message after 14 months of subbing? Bruh. Shimming a lurker. I was just surprised. Although the longest lurk we had was when I asked for lurkers to come out, someone said first time message, and they'd been subbed for like 40 months. Bro, he's just sitting here waiting for me. You know, I never say Blue Heron is stream sniping, but I do always hate that no matter what, whenever I play against him, he literally just always sitting and waiting for me wherever I go. And he sits and waits for like 10 years and gets me. I'm starting to get a little iffy on that. Oh, now we're gonna go to overtime. Oh. That trade was super delayed as well. He killed the person and then like 1 second after he killed them, they traded. Alexis, this is the first time I've played against him where like he literally is just sitting and waiting for me no matter where I go. Normally, when I play against him, he just like knows my style of play, so he expects me to do stupid stuff, but this is now the second round where he went over there and then literally just sat and waited as I rotated over to that direction. Which it could just be chance, but when he is always in my lobbies, I'm starting to get sick and tired of it. Just C4 yourself. Okay. Isn't playing against him more than once concerning? You would think that, but it's also... It's Siege. The game's not that popular anymore. On any given day when I play unranked, if I just queue every time I finish a match, I usually get majority of the same lobby. Because we maybe have like 15 people ready to go at any given time. If he spawns over here and then holds me, then I'm gonna call shenanigans, because... Oh. Spotted, bro. Oh, what the fuck? There was a drone on me. I accidentally stood outside though and got spotted. They should have killed me. Bro. My teammate is just staring at him. Also, he's still doing the same thing. He's just sitting and waiting. He just gave him a collateral. He literally dove in front of the bullet. That is the third round now, though, where he's just sitting and waiting for me to cross. I hate it here. Messaging in my group chat. No water. I'm at queue time right now. Chat, have any of you guys, I mean, most of you probably won't answer this because I doubt many of you have queued for dual front ever, but I've seen like Rolo and Kudos always talk about how quick their queue times are for dual front. And like, I don't normally play dual front or anything, but anytime I've queued for it, it's like a 5-minute queue minimum. Like, it seems like the longest possible queue. Who the fuck plays that shit mode? Apparently just Kudos and Rolo. Oh, it's like 2 minutes at most. Do you happen to be on Western European servers? Because that's where they are. And they always say their queue times are quick. But I've never once had an instantaneous queue or a fast queue with dual front. You're Eastern? Oh. I don't know how the fuck you get fast queues then. The shortest I ever got was like 2.5 minutes. And then I think the longest was like 7. You play me multiple times. Yeah, that doesn't mean much. I've had people from other servers find their way over here and play against me. Doesn't mean you're actually from Eastern. And I don't have ping on, so I can't see what server we're on. So if we swap servers, people don't know. Also, chat. This is a test to see what you guys think about yourselves. How many of you think that you could walk from the bottom here all the way to the top? No problem. Keep in mind, each half, or like each one back and forth, is a full story. I know I could do it, but I'm curious about the chat. No, 100 years, I'd die after 2 steps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I worked in Toronto, my office, or like the office I worked in was on the 9th floor, and I would walk up it every single day. I would never take the elevator. One shot, 1 kill. Oh my god. Oh, he was on the bomb. How people find these really obscure angles. I got that one from Cross. My legs might hurt, but I'm used to that from climbing, or hill climbing on the bike. I feel like if I think about when we hiked in Norway, I made it up Sucker Toppin very easily. It's definitely a more gradual climb, but that was not that bad. I'm excited for the new upcoming updates, like the mid-season. Bro, we get 2 buffs and that's it. That's nothing. I'm telling you. A mid-season patch, minimum, should be like 5 to 10 updates. Or like buffs, nerfs. A new season patch should be way more. But I'd even be willing to take like 5 to 10 for a new season patch and then like 3 to 5 for a mid-season patch, but we're not getting either of them. At least it's buffing something and not all nerfs. Sure, but it's like, if a kid throws rocks at your car for years and you tell him to stop, and then one day he finally stops, do you congratulate him? Or you say, wow, way to go and finally doing the one thing you should not be doing? Or in UB's case, that they should be doing. to go to garage. Oh no. I whiffed on the fucking blitz. That was a free kill. I hit his shield. Solis is getting her impacts back, yeah. Which actually, I guess now that I think about it, that's not even a buff, that's just reverting a nerf. So all we're getting from mid-season patch is 2 nerfs reverted and 1 buff. Cool. Is it because the majors come in, they don't want the update messing with Pro League? I mean, they basically said in the past that they want the game to be the same. Bro, shoot his legs. They want the game to feel the same from Pro League down to casual, but I don't know how much they'd be, or how much it would be willing to, how much they'd be willing to compromise Munich to get a big patch at the midseason. What's in the patch? All we know for sure is that they're reverting 1 Denari nerf, which they didn't even mention which one it is because they nerfed him 3 times, so I don't know which one they're reverting. And then the other one was that they're buffing the glaive, but then we don't know for sure if they actually are bringing the Solus one to mid-season or if that's new season, because they didn't say specifically. I think if they want to make Rainbow super casual, I think that's what they were trying to do with Dual Front. Because that is, by definition, like the most casual game mode and no one plays it. Or none of us play it. Should probably just sit on cam and get ready to ping. They didn't overdo nerfs or buffs, it would be perfect, but no, they take it too far either way. I don't think they've ever taken a buff too far. Maybe, I guess, Blackbeard, but it wasn't really a buff, it was a full rework. It's always the nerfs that they take too far. Okay, chat, that was gonna be it for today. Slightly short stream, I know it was late, but I was in that call. I'm still confused by all the posts on Twitter because I don't know what meeting they were a part of, even though we were in the same meeting. I don't know what meeting they were a part of because I don't know where all this hope is coming from, but what do I know? But chat, we are done for today. I'll be back tomorrow. I might do Hacker Replay tomorrow, or I might do it, I'd have to do it Monday, but then I want to play Battlefield 6 Monday, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do an early Hacker Replay since I'm gone this weekend. Okay? You look so drained. I'm fucking sick, bro. I have a cold. I'm super sniffly. Yeah. I will be back tomorrow with more Siege. Friday will be Battlefront. Saturday I'm off. Sunday I might be able to do a late stream if I get back in time, but we'll see. And then Monday for sure stream. Okay? See you guys tomorrow.